Hello and welcome to Pseudoscience. I'm Brendan.
And I'm Alex.
And today we'll be discussing some more of those old wives' tales. If a bee enters your home, it's a sign that you will soon have a visitor. If you kill the bee, you will have bad luck, or the visitor will be unpleasant. Any bee that enters my house dies at the first sight.
But we have a neighbor that is a beekeeper.
Have we had any bad visitors when I've killed bees?
No.
Have we had any bad luck when I've killed bees?
No.
This is probably one of those things one of those old time neighbor beekeepers said so his bees didn't get killed.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, we should try to come up with the origin of some of these. That'd be kind of interesting. A swarm of bees settling on a roof is an omen that the house will burn down. You're damn straight if a swarm of bees settles on something, it's going to burn down.
Nobody likes bees. Nobody likes anything that's got something that's going to sting.
Maybe that's where it came from. Maybe when people's houses got infested, because they infest the rafters first, and then you'll see them on the outside. So maybe when they got infested, they burnt their house down.
They're just like, screw it, let's pick up and move.
And I'm going to throw in another bee one. This one isn't on the computer. There's bees called news bees. They're basically, they look like a yellow jacket or a carpenter bee. I've never been stung by one. I think they might be some sort of hornet. But either way, there's a yellow coated one and a black coated one. And if you ever go in the woods, hiking, hunting, whatever, they'll chase you around and they're like nosy. You ever had that happen? It's just like, Buzz, what you doing? What you doing? What's that gun there? What you doing? Is that a 12 gauge? What you doing? Chase you all the way out of the woods.
Normal things do that. Bees.
No, I
They
mean,
chase me.
I went hunting and I swear it followed me for 30 minutes out of the hills. I didn't run from it or nothing. But I just went on about hunting and there it was. Zzz, what you doing? Zzz.
Get my ear.
And he followed me all the way out till I got back on the four-wheeler or truck or whatever we took up there that day. I don't even remember. But supposedly, if you see a yellow one, it's a sign of good news and life and birth. And if you see a black one, it's a sign of death. I've seen a yellow one. I've seen black sand hornets. And if I have anything handy, it's a sign they'll die if I see them. Bell? Yeah, okay.
Next one would be a bell. The sound of bell drives away demons because they're afraid of the loud noise.
Can I go ahead and tell you where this one came from?
Yeah.
Because I think I done know. I think it's got to do with church bells and holiness and the church being holy.
Probably.
Do you think a bell could drive away a demon?
No, if anybody ever watches Supernatural,
You can't go by that.
well, they never use bells.
They do a lot of pop. I don't know. Pop culture might not be the right word. They do a lot of things you hear of doing. For
Yes, they
salt
do.
for a ghost.
Salt.
Stuff you hear and
Yeah. Iron.
I didn't watch much of it.
They do iron. They do salt.
EMF detectors. Those
Yep.
are popular in ghost. They didn't do any bells. You say?
Not that I've watched. I've watched all of them that's on Netflix, but I ain't watched none of the newer ones. So, and another one with the bell is when a bell rings, a new angel has received his wings.
I think that goes back to the church. It's about
just
the
this
same.
church, yeah.
Same thing.
I think that's just a coincidence. Just the churches having church that time of day, maybe.
Bird. A bird in the house is a sign of death. Now, we have had birds in the house.
But what it doesn't say on the computer is that I've always heard that it's supposed to be a certain type of bird.
What kind of bird?
I think it's supposed to be a bluebird or a robin or something like one of the.
Either way, I'm sure we've had one. because I like to leave the doors open.
Yes. And they like to come
And
into the hose that we have in here.
and they love to try to get up on the bunk bed thing. We
Yes.
won't go into that. Where I think this one came from?
We've never had nobody die after that.
No, I just probably just a coincidence happened to someone, and oh, it's true. Happened one time. Someone that was probably already dying, a bird flew in, and they died the next day. Just coincidence, probably.
Yeah.
Probably how that came from. Oh, there's where you. Okay, the next one down is if a robin flies into a room through a window, death will shortly follow. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think it's just
it's the
coincidence.
same thing. It's just a more specific version of the first one. It's probably
Yeah.
just a coincidence. Birth is yours.
Yep, birth. It says Monday's child is fair of face. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Wednesday's child is full of hoe.
Whoa,
Whoa.
full of hoe.
That'd be bad if it was a girl. Oh, Thursday's child has has far
Far to go.
has far to go. Friday's child is loving and giving. Saturday's child works hard for a living, but the child that is born on the Sabbath day is fair and wise, good and good, good and gay.
Hey Sierra, was you born on? Never mind. I won't go into it.
On a
I'm
Sabbath
well,
day?
it's an old saying, right? That means happy or something.
Yeah.
It don't.
It probably doesn't mean that, which we are not
This is just,
against that.
this is just a little rhyme
Yeah, it's a rhyme.
that someone made up. That's my belief. What's yours?
Yeah.
It just sounded nice. It's probably stole from a book or something.
I've never heard it before. I mean, it's pretty.
Unless your child's born on Wednesday or Thursday.
Whoa. What would be whoa?
Ah,
What would whoa mean?
great sorrow or distress. That's what I thought. Bad. It's
That'd be bad.
You're depressed. You had depression. If you think that you have depression because you was born on Wednesday, you may need to see a psychiatrist because you have depression. Because it's not because you were born on a Wednesday. Oh, birthday cake. I'll do the next one too. If you blow out all the candles on your birthday cake with the first puff, you will get your wish. I can honestly say that I've done this, and I never got fairy godparents or the lottery.
Everybody wants water.
This is just birthday lore about the candles and the wish that everyone knows with just a spin on it. If you don't blow them all out with one puff, you
I
don't
have
get your wish.
honestly never blown them all out at once. I've always had to go.
Smoky another one. Well, I've had the ones that were age specific. It's just one candle shaped like when I was 8. I had one that was shaped like an 8. So, Blarney Stone. The Blarney Stone is a stone set at the wall of Blarney Castle Tower in the Irish village of Blarney. Kissing the stone is supposed to bring the kisser the gift of persuasive eloquence. So if you kiss this rock, you'll be able to enslave people with words.
I need to go kiss that rock.
I can come up with some bad jokes about how this one got it, but I won't go there.
How?
Maybe Hitler kissed it because he did most of his he got most of his army together because he gave really decent speeches, and he's actually used as examples for speeches in some places for teaching speech in college.
Yeah.
Um,
I wonder how long it's been around.
I don't know. I've heard of stuff about the Blarney Stone.
I've never heard it.
I haven't heard this one, but I can't think of the other ones because I don't really follow Irish lore. Okay, I gotta do this one too. Nah, I'll let you do it. And uh,
I can do this one. You want me?
to protect yourself from witches, wear a blue bead. It's got a riddle. I'm sorry, not a riddle, a rhyme. Touch blue and your wish will come true. If that don't sound like you're a witch already, a granting wishes because you touched a blue bead. So does that mean you have to wear a red one to cancel it out for yourself? All right, let me. I I really can't come up with nothing where this came from. Can you? Why blue?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anybody got any?
Yeah, leave a comment if you know this one. Oh, I scrolled too far. All right, you can take over.
Let's say breed.
Red.
Breed.
Breeds, please. I need to let the dogs in. Speaking of which.
Speaking of which, bread. Before slicing a new loaf of bread, make the sign of the cross on it. Now, why would you make the sign of the cross on it? Because of the whole thing about the Last Supper, I guess. That would be my guess, wouldn't it be yours?
It's got something to do with thanking God for food.
Well, most people thank God once they sit down to eat dinner.
They pray.
Yeah,
They
why
pray
why
next.
go to the next
Why?
level to sit down and do a cross on your bread before you slice it? I mean, heck, before you starve to death sitting there, doing your whole thing. I mean, there's been times where you sit there and I
At
mean,
church dinners and it
you
carries
downright
on and on.
starving to death, and you smelling that food, and you're like,
Hurry up.
hurry up, please,
Hurry
come
up.
on, say amen, come on, please. I just want to dig into this food, come on. And they go
Can
on.
I add on to one of these onto that one?
Yeah.
Before slicing a new loaf of bread,
Mhm.
I guess I'm the exception because I like jalapeno bread. But about 99% of people get bread that's already sliced.
So a lot of people ain't really gonna get the opportunity to slice your own bread unless you one of them people that
Like the jalapeno bread from Walmart.
wanna make sure you get to draw that cross on your bread before you slice it. But another one for that, a loaf of bread should never be turned upside down after a slice has been cut from it. Brendan, honey, I think you would have a lot of trouble with that. He does not know how to load some bread into a car. Every time we go to the grocery store, this man always flattens our bread. Always.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my butt. You always flatten bread, no matter what it is. Wanna do the next one?
No, gotta say where you think it came from.
I think that one come from the about the religious about the Last Supper thing,
How?
because that's disrespecting the God or
Oh, if you'd
something.
already put a cross on it.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, yeah, I can see that.
and then you turn that upside down. You may be disrespecting your person that you supposedly worship or.
I can see that. Bridge. If you say goodbye to a friend on a bridge, you will never see each other again.
There's quite a few of them bridges that we need to say goodbye to a few people on.
I don't think I've ever said goodbye to friends on a bridge. Have you?
We don't got enough bridges around here.
And I've got no idea where that would even come from. I can't even. I can't even make something up for that.
I would. I can't either.
Okay, here we go. We're
Here's a
into a
good
good
one.
one.
A broom.
Do not lean a broom against a bed. The evil spirits
In the broom.
in the broom will cast a spell on the bed.
There's evil spirits in a broom.
There's evil spirits in a broom. Who would have thunk it?
Well, I wish them evil spirits would sweep these
I wish
floors
they would sweep the floor.
for me.
You would think they would at least make it dirty if they're evil.
Yeah.
They dump the garbage can over and sweep it around and make it a big scattered mess. They just don't do nothing.
They don't do nothing.
Maybe they're lazy evil spirits.
Lazy.
I don't know. I can guess. I can take a guess instead of where this one came from. Witches flying on a broom. And witches were evil, so the broom's got evil spirits.
Supposedly not all witches were evil.
Oh, we gotta go on lore here. This is all lore. These probably have no truth to them. So we gotta base it on the stuff we know.
Depends on what you believe.
It was thought of at the time this probably came out that all witches were evil.
Okay.
By the majority of people.
Yeah.
If you sweep trash out the door after dark, it will bring a stranger to visit. I have swept trash. I guess not really trash, dirt.
I've never swept dirt out of our door because we cannot sweep it out the door.
But yeah, but you have in other places.
Or
At your mother's house. Out the back porch.
I guess when I was living at home, but
Did that ever bring a stranger to visit you?
it has once or twice. But that was just coincidence. But
So, I know I couldn't come up with how this one either.
yeah, I don't know.
If someone is sweeping the floor and sweeps over your feet, you'll never get married.
Oh, that is so false.
I can't
Because-
tell you how many times Alex has swept over my feet.
And yet we're getting married in May. My mom has swept over my feet continuously.
Who doesn't sweep over people's feet just to aggravate them?
If your feet's in my way, I'm gonna sweep over them. So you might as well get them up.
I don't know where that one came from. I can't come up with anything for that.
Someone just wanted to make something up so that people didn't.
Some sorry person that didn't want to get out of his chair or move his or her feet.
Feet.
Yeah, that's what it amounts to. Never take a broom along when you move. Throw it out and buy a new one.
I guess it would mean you was taking them evil spirits with you.
I guess it's based on the evil spirit one, yeah. Or it's a clever marketing scheme thought up by a broom company to make you buy a new broom.
Yep.
Here, I'll let you take over now.
You got another one right here.
I don't know. I'll let you do the next two.
To prevent an unwelcome guest from returning, sweep out the room they stayed in immediately after they leave. I need to do that quite often.
I tell you what. I'll take a stab at where this one came from. It was probably some mother telling their kid they didn't like somebody being there because they made the floor muddy and tracked mud in. And as the kid got older, they just come up with this in her old age after she was an old wife. That's my guess.
And maybe that wife had done that to her child. And
Yeah,
then it just
on.
went on and on and on through the generations.
Or maybe the unwelcome guest was a salesman
That put mud in the
that put mud in the house. And the salesman just didn't come back because they didn't make a purchase.
Maybe.
Traveling salesman?
Maybe. Alright, our next one is butterfly. If the first butterfly you see in the year is white, you will have good luck all year. I wish we saw one. If that was true.
I guess that's just based on white being a good color.
Well, it's supposedly supposed to be a good color. I mean, it's purity.
Yeah.
Is what it's supposed to stand for.
Now, how many solid white butterflies have you seen? I mean, I'm sure it's not talking about solid white, but let's say it is for just a minute because it doesn't specify.
I don't know if I've ever seen a solid black butterfly. Have you?
Not that I can think of. And the ones you see at night time aren't butterflies. They're
Them are
moths.
moths.
So them wouldn't count. I can't think of many butterflies that are white.
Alright, the next one would be 3 butterflies together mean good luck.
I could come up with that. And usually three in these things are bad. Anytime you see three of something,
Three
you need to stop
usually
what you're doing and run for the hills.
3 is usually a bad number.
I guess with butterflies it doesn't count because they're pretty.
I don't know, but I've never seen more than one at one time.
Oh, I've seen. You never seen. You never seen them little brown things circling a dog turd?
No. Which our dog don't crap in our yard either.
Well, proper house training. I don't know where that one came from. I guess just butterflies are pleasant.
Maybe it come from somebody that.
You know what? It's almost Easter time, and I would have not even thought about it. But Jesus was resurrected after 3 days, so it goes back to being one of them biblical things. And butterflies, what do? They fly. That's where I bet it came from. This has been Pseudo